When you think about the Indian home, the Angan, what comes to mind? For most of us, it's family, festivals, all that tradition. But what if I told you that by 2026, our homes are going to be so much more? We're talking about an intelligent partner. And no, this isn't some far-off sci-fi fantasy. This is a real, practical roadmap for right now.
But let's be real for a second. The first question that pops into most of our heads is this. With our power cuts, all our different languages, and our unique family setups, is a smart home in India even practical? It's a fair question, and the skepticism is totally understandable.
And the answer? Well, it changes the entire conversation. You see, the Indian smart home isn't about luxury or showing off. It's built on two core pillars of the middle-class mindset. Bachat, meaning real savings on your electricity bill, and Suraksha, that feeling of peace of mind you get from real solid security.
So what's the big deal? What actually changed to make this possible? It all comes down to one thing: the Matter standard. Seriously, think of it like the universal translator we've all been waiting for. It finally lets your Wipro bulb talk to your Apple HomePod, which can talk to your Tata Switch. The walls between brands have just crumbled, and that makes everything way more accessible and affordable for us.
Okay, so here's the game plan for today. We're going to start with what I call the Asan, or easy revolution. Then we'll walk through 3 simple phases of transformation. After that, a little bonus project for your balcony, and we'll wrap it all up with some super important pro tips designed specifically for, the Indian reality.
So let's kick things off with Phase 1, easy first steps. The goal here is super simple. Start with affordable gadgets that give you an immediate, tangible benefit. We're talking no crazy wiring, no massive investment, just instant gratification. We're going to start with the command sender, your voice. But here's the thing, one size doesn't fit all. The pro strategy for 2026 is actually using 2 assistants. You want an Amazon Echo in the living room. It's just brilliant at understanding our Hinglish accents. And then a Google Nest in the kitchen, which is absolutely fantastic for hands-free recipe help in a bunch of different regional languages. Now here's a little life hack with this setup that is a total game changer. It's the intercom feature, and it solves a problem every single one of us has dealt with. You can finally stop shouting "Khana thanda ho raha hai" from the kitchen. Just one command, and every speaker in the house broadcasts the message. Simple, but oh so brilliant. Next up, let's talk about the unsung hero of the smart home, the smart plug. The heavy-duty 16A plug is a must-have for your geyser. You can schedule it to turn on right before you wake up, and you'll completely end that midday office panic of, oh no, did I leave the geyser on? And for smaller things, the 6A plug is perfect for automating your mosquito repellent to switch on right at sunset. It's all about convenience and just peace of mind. All right, on to Phase 2, bridging the gap. So you've got your first couple of devices. Now let's get really clever and bring our trusty old dumb appliances into the smart world without having to replace them. You know that one drawer in every Indian home that's just overflowing with remotes? One for the AC, one for the TV, one for the set-top box. Well, the solution is beautifully simple, a smart IR blaster. This little gadget learns the signal from any remote and basically copies it, putting all that control right onto your phone. And this is where the real-world benefit just clicks. Imagine this, you're 15 minutes from home, stuck in traffic after a long, hot, dusty day. You just pull out your phone, turn on the AC, and when you finally walk through that door, you step into a perfectly pre-chilled 22-degree oasis. Now that's not luxury, that's just smart living. Okay, I'm going to throw a big number at you, 60%. What in your home could possibly be 60% more efficient? Any guesses? Well, that's how much less energy a new smart BLDC fan uses compared to the old ones. In a country where our fans are running for months straight, that is a huge saving on your electricity bill. And plus, there's just the incredible comfort of telling Alexa to slow the fan down at 3 a.m. without having to get out from under your warm blanket.
And that brings us to Phase 3, the full transformation. This is where we move beyond just simple commands and start integrating deep security and creating automations that are so smooth, they feel invisible.
So let's talk about the biggest hurdle in any Indian home, solving the dad factor. You know, getting our parents and elders on board. They love that satisfying click of a physical switch. The solution? A retrofit module. It sits right behind your existing switchboard, so the physical switch still works perfectly for them. But for you, that same switch is now smart, controllable by voice or app. It's a total win-win. Now let's talk security, but tailored for city life in India. A video doorbell lets you see the Zomato guy at your door while you're still in a meeting. Smart locks? You can create a one-time password for your domestic help that only works during her specific hours. These tiny leak sensors can warn you about a burst pipe before it becomes a disaster. And motion-activated lights make that midnight trip to the kitchen safe and super easy.
All right, time for a little fun. Let's do a bonus round. The smart balcony. If you love having plants, but you're kind of terrible at remembering to water them, you are going to love this awesome little DIY project we call the Smart Molly, or the Smart Gardener.
And trust me, it's so simple. Step 1, take a cheap submersible pump, the kind from old desert coolers, and pop it in a bucket of water. Step 2, connect a basic drip irrigation kit to it and run the little tubes to each of your pots. And finally, step 3, plug that pump into a 6A smart plug and set a schedule, maybe for 45 seconds every morning at 6 a.m. Your plants stay happy and you never have to worry again. Okay, before we wrap this up, we have to cover the most important part, the pro tips. These are 3 golden rules you absolutely must know before you buy any smart device in India. Because our reality, well, it has its own unique set of challenges.
Rule number 1 is the power state rule. And I'm serious about this. Always check if a device has a power on restore setting. Why? Because you do not want every single smart light in your house to blast on at full brightness after a power cut at 2 in the morning. This feature makes sure they just go back to their last state, which was probably off.
Rule number 2, I call it the brick wall problem. Our homes are built to last, right? With these thick concrete and brick walls that are just absolute Wi-Fi killers. A single router in the living room is just not going to cut it. To make sure everything works smoothly, you really need to invest in a simple mesh Wi-Fi system. And rule number 3 brings us right back to the beginning. Always look for the Matter logo. This is your guarantee for the future. It's what ensures that the device you buy today will work perfectly with the devices you buy 2 years from now, no matter what the brand is. It's the single most important thing to look for. So there you have it. From real savings and solid security to just making life a little more convenient, the intelligent Angon isn't some distant dream anymore. The tech is here, it's affordable, and it's finally built for our needs. Your home is ready to get smarter. The only real question left is, are you?